Carson's in Vancouver. Hi, Andy.
Hello, guys. Hanging out with firefighters here today, and we actually have Matt with us right here. And Matt, this was your brainchild. This was your idea. When did this all come together for you?
Last year we were looking for a fundraiser to get involved in the community, and this kind of came together as an idea to have a firefighter competition and a chili cook-off, and turned into a concert and a kids event and a full day in the park.
So if you already have plans on Saturday that don't include that, we'll change your plans. Come down here, check it out. Starts at 11 o'clock, you say, in the morning.
Yeah.
Goes throughout the day. The chili, there's a beer garden and all kinds of stuff. And this raises money for?
Share, a local shelter that helps women and kids in need and the homeless, and they reach a lot of people in the community.
Look at that. He's a firefighter and then helps with that organization. So what a cool thing you have going on. Lots of activities for all ages. So if you can come out here and check it out.
The economic crisis could force the Vancouver Fire Department to stop responding to low priority calls as soon as this summer. According to the Columbian, Chief Don Bivens told the City Council this morning that he can't justify having a unit out of service for a non-emergency situation. Those situations would include hip, leg, and arm fractures, emergency reactions where someone is not having trouble breathing, and possible miscarriages in women who are 20 weeks pregnant or less. The Columbian also reports that firefighters voted unanimously at their last meeting to oppose the change.
Now to our top story.
It was an easy decision for our group to make. Very easy decision.
Vancouver firefighters don't stand behind their chief and his decision to stop responding to some 911 calls.
The firefighters union doesn't want to miss a single one.
So eliminating these calls doesn't really have much to do with job security. It has a lot more to do with us being able to do the job that we get hired to do and that we love to do.
The Vancouver firefighters staged a protest to battle the economic crisis and save a rescue unit. Today, fire crews rallied at Vancouver Fire Station 3 to protest the closing of their last remaining medical rescue unit for budgetary reasons. Members of the Vancouver Firefighters Union handed out information and gathered signatures to present to the City Council. The president of the union says losing the unit will cause dangerous delays in emergency response.
Other units from outside the station area here are going to have to come in and cover the calls about a third of the time, which is going to raise response times up to as many as 10 minutes.
Now to our new economy. Vancouver's mayor calls it unprecedented. The city's firefighters turned down a pay increase to keep their services intact next year.
K2's Angelica Thornton joins us from the newsroom with more on this surprising move. Angelica?
Brian, this really is incredible. Vancouver firefighters are giving up thousands of their own dollars to help the city deal with its budget crisis. Today, the mayor of Vancouver said the firefighters have cut their own pay by not taking an already approved pay hike. It amounts to an average of $4,300 out of their pockets in 2009. That's for each of the firefighters. Mayor Royce Pollard said the wage freeze will keep firefighting services at its current level. He called it a first for the city of Vancouver.
It is unprecedented in this community, and I and the city council will not forget what the firefighters have done for our community. I don't know of any time in the history of this city that any union or guild has done this. It is truly a recognition of the needs of the community, and I have nothing but great respect and admiration for the Vancouver Firefighters Union.
Well, the mayor says all that money will be used to make sure public safety is maintained at the same level for 2009.
Last night, the City Council ratified a collective bargaining agreement with the local IAFF Local 452 and approved acceptance of the SAFER grant that allows us to rehire 13 firefighters and reopen Fire Station 6. And the collaboration between the city and the local allowed us to get stability in our cost structure for the next 2 years. It allowed us to accept that grant with confidence, restore service to the community, and give us time to find new and different innovative approaches to providing service over the long haul.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say that I think this is really a testament to the collective bargaining process and the laws that we have in the state of Washington. I don't believe without those laws that drive the labor and management to work together, that this would have happened. We have some very innovative solutions that the local actually brought forward that the city was interested in exploring, and we worked very hard over the last 9 months to make that happen. And the city is now going to just contribute a fixed dollar amount to the local. Actually, the local is going to form a healthcare trust, and then we're going to be responsible, take all the responsibility and handle all the risk for providing healthcare to our members. And with that, we've given the city an assurance that their healthcare costs are going to increase by only 5% each over the next 2 years. And we calculate that as a savings of about $670,000 to the taxpayers. So we're able to preserve benefits, keep the costs down for the employer, and open up that new fire station.
You know, as Mark has mentioned, and I echo, this really was the collective bargaining process in this state at work. We went through the entire process, starting with the initial bargaining that began in the second half of 2009, through a mediation, and ultimately we were certified for arbitration. But I think the important thing is, both parties to the bargaining continued talking throughout the whole process, and that open dialogue allowed new ideas to continue to come forward and allowed us to explore those. And ultimately, the new approach that the union advanced on this new healthcare approach was an ingredient that when we found a way to perfect it and make it happen, that's one of the big pieces that I think allowed this to come together.
There's a lot of money actually to be parsed out of the for-profit health insurance companies, and that's kind of where our approach started out, and it's where it ended up.
Covering Clark County, a federal grant is helping reopen a Vancouver fire station. The $2.3 million grant will let the Burton Fire Station reopen after it closed in January. It will also fund 13 new firefighting positions. In addition, the Vancouver Firefighters Union came up with a health care plan that will save the city about $670,000.
So it's a great deal for the community. It's a great deal for the taxpayers. The contract that we're settling is going to save the city a lot of money. And it's a good deal for the firefighters because more boots on the ground mean that we're better able to provide service to the citizens.
The Burton Fire Station will reopen in November. Firefighters say it will help them reduce response time and save lives.
Nurture, heaven and home. Some evolving by them driven to conquer every mountain shown, but I've never crossed the river. Brave the forest, brave the stone, brave the icy winds and fire, braved and beat them on my own, yet I'm helpless by the river. Angel, angel, what have I done? I face the quakes, the wind, the fire.